Hi everyone, I'm Doha. Today I'm going to tell you about a very interesting interview I have done with my neighbor. Her name is Erica Ronald. She's about 42 years old and she works as a high school teacher. She's also a Native American. I interviewed Miss Erica about Martin Luther King Day. The first question I asked her, who is Martin Luther King and why do you celebrate Martin Luther King Day? Miss Erica told me Martin Luther King is a civil rights activist and we celebrate and Martin Luther King Day is a federal holiday. And the second thing I asked her, on which day of the year do you celebrate Martin Luther King Day and why do you celebrate it? Miss Erica told me we celebrate Martin Luther King Day on the third Monday of January. And we celebrate Martin Luther King Day because we celebrate the life and the legacy of a man who brought the hope and healing to America. Another thing I asked her that, how do your kids celebrate Martin Luther King and what are the special habits do you do on Martin Luther King Day? Miss Erica was really excited to explain this question for me. She said we spend Martin Luther King Day as a family. And also we watch his speech, I Have a Dream. She also told me that every Martin Luther King Day, she take her kids to Washington, D.C. and let them visit Martin Luther King Memorial. Also, I asked her who was the president that signed Martin Luther King holiday into law. And Ms. Erica told me the president is Ronald Reagan. Another thing that the last thing I asked her, for how many years have Americans been celebrating Martin Luther King Day? Ms. Erica told me she wasn't sure, but she told me we've been celebrating Martin Luther King Day for almost 32 years. In the conclusion, I really learned a lot about Martin Luther King Day because before I knew the people celebrate Martin Luther King Day and the school take it a day off. But I don't know exactly who's Martin Luther and why they celebrate Martin Luther King Day, and I really recommend everybody to read and learn about Martin Luther King Day. Thank you everyone for being such a good audience.